Yo guys, what's up? It's Cory Talaska here, and so today the plan is to put the KA back together. We pretty much got everything. I got the new Cometic MLS head gasket here, and then sitting on the 240 right there is the full gasket kit for all the timing cover and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're gonna bust into. So I got all the slaves working, and my dad putting this bad boy back together. Troy's doing my favorite thing, wiring. I got Sam drilling out the battery tray, because obviously the battery does not go here anymore. I got mostly everything pulled out of the bay, the tranny out. I tell you, I love BMWs. Look how big this tranny is. It's like the length of the car. So. Yo, what's up? So we are at JB. I don't have my camera, so you're gonna have to deal with the phone. But we basically got this setup. Hold on. I don't know how to switch this around now.
Oh, you look up for the vlog here.
Okay, we're back turned around. So we got Sam's contraption where we got the fuel, everything fuel related hooked up through here.
The fuck up, key.
Into the M3.
I said the F word on the wall.
So here's the process of this.
Fire the fuel pump! Fire the rocket ship! So the reason we even had to do that was because we figured out that there's no power to the fuel pump in this car that Sam picked up. We got it starting on starting fluid once, and then obviously we realized there was no fuel at the rail. Yeah, there's a huge rat's nest. With no rat. There was no rat.
No mouse, sadly. It might still be in here somewhere, but I don't know. Put fuel to it. He got this car at literally a steal, so to have an S52 that runs, there's like no valve train noise, everything sounds good, so heck yeah. Yo guys, what's up? So we kind of jumped forward a little bit. The current status of the K at the moment is hiding under a garbage bag. So head's on, valve cover's not on and stuff. I still need to finish painting that. It's right here. I like primered it, sanded it and everything. I need to sand it again, primer it, then paint it. I'm probably just gonna do black on that because I don't know what color that's gonna be yet, and I don't want something to mismatch or whatever, look bad. What's left on the KA is I ordered ARP main studs, which are here. They might be in the truck. It was the only thing that wasn't really done to the engine. It was just kind of like a loose end in my mind. So I just got that stuff. So then the engine, I mean, it's built top to bottom. I think it still has stock cams, but other than that, I mean, it seems really solid. I'm really excited to get some power out of a KA, you know, just because all those, so many people hate on KAs, like they definitely don't sound as gnarly as SRs, they just have a different tone, but I don't know, I'm excited. I'm excited to drive a KA, build a KA, whatever, I didn't build it, but refreshed it up. Yeah, I got the new head gasket in, everything is really set. I'm really excited about that. Engine bay is way nicer shape. Got the battery tray and stuff out. I still need to knock that out, and then I can clean this up, get ready to paint. Another thing, material came in for the cage. I'll show you that later for this bad boy. So right after the drift day, which is next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend, we're gonna start that right away. We got some big plans for this, big plans for that. I'm excited. So, but today, this is the focus. This thing is gonna get, basically everything I did for Tuner Evo, I have to reverse so it can be all drift again. Positive quarter rear camber, take the spacers out of the rear, put the camber back at like -5.5. It's like -7 or 8 now, and raise the front back up. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, I mean, since I fixed everything over here, changed all the fluids and everything, and only drove it basically a block in Chicago, everything's pretty much ready to go, which is kind of a bummer because I've like put a bunch, changed oil and everything, and it's gonna get run at one event, and then I'm gonna pull everything apart, drain all fluids, whatever. But I don't know. Don't run cheap oil. Don't use cheap oil filters. Just try to stay away from cheap stuff sometimes in this part of the car. Everything else, who cares? You put replica kits on, you put a different wing on, whatever. As long as your driver's seat is safe and this makes power, we drifting. One thing when I'm doing this, as anyone should do in between each event, is nut and bolt your guys' car. I've seen only like just this year that I've been drifting, I've seen a couple things just kind of boom, leave the car while drifting on other people's cars, of course. So yeah, just definitely remember, like when you're thrashing on your car, stuff comes loose, and it's not your fault or anything like that. It's just there's a lot going on in the car, and as long as you stay on top of it in between each event, nut and bolt everything, especially like your axles and stuff, just it'll save you and your car. So do it. So we got the rear of the car done, nut and bolted, my 7 turns of camber out, and now we're good. We're sitting back to normal, not touching the fender, good to go. Excited about that. I honestly almost like the car like this better, just with like a real, like what I actually run it as. I kind of wish I would have left it at this for Tuner Evo, but oh well. Now onto the front. This one I have to raise, and then I have to take this top off and adjust the camber from the top. I do wish the older style SLR arms, like Sam's, like I think it's like the Gen 1 or something like that, because his arms are 4 and E36, but he's just got the arm setup for that works with his E30. But he can adjust. There's like a Heim on the bottom, so he can not only adjust camber on the top, but on the bottom too, which is really cool. So you don't have to bring your shock all the way in. But I think SLR makes a really, really cool top hat setup with like extreme adjustment everywhere. So that's probably something I'm gonna look into, because right now, what I've set it at, like -5.5, 6 degrees or something like that, that's like as little camber as I can run. I can't even run any less if I wanted to. So, which obviously there always could be a situation in racing when you don't need that much camber. So we'll see. That's something to look at, but let's do this. You could totally say that we are we're jacked up. Got some wheel gap, but that's just because tires are wider than the fender capabilities that I have, and I've already broken both sides. This other side was busted up pretty decent. I kind of it'll make it for the last event. We got some things to work out, obviously, over the winter, because I really don't want to have to, I don't know, there's lots of things like ride height and everything affects how the car handles, and having to raise the car up this high and not having as much adjustability, really, because I can't really lower the front end anymore or anything like that. I want that adjustability. I want to be able to adjust ride heights, because that adjusts weights, adjust cross, adjust a lot of things that can react to what kind of track it is, or what kind of banking or transitions. There's lots of factors that go into setup. And I don't know, I come from an oval racing background, and so setup is really important in like the world that I come from. Is it as important in drifting? Probably not. You know, it is a lot driver, but it can help. It can help the car react better with the driver. Yeah, so that's just one thing, but I got that all set up, everything raised up, the camber back out, so we have that like -5.5, 6 mark. Now I just got to throw the cross brace on, and honestly I think we're ready to go. I'm not gonna run a hood. Hopefully it's not, hopefully the weather allows me to not run a hood at the next drift event. just because I think we still have some problems and there's no vents in my hood yet. That'll be solved for next year because you have to run a hood for competition. I don't know if it's like that for Pro-Am, but I know Pro 2, you have to at least start with a hood. Your event has to start with a complete car, fenders, everything like that. Now, over the event, if you bust a fender, something happens, you can run without it. From what I believe, from what I've read for the rule book, but your car has to at least start somewhat in pieces. So, yeah, that's the plan. I'm pretty sure next thing, yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna throw this deal on and work from there. Boom, on, ready to go. So I'm just running through my head. I mean, everything seems super good. There was actually a couple drops of power steering fluid underneath, like super minimal. And I've checked it and I was like, hopefully it's one of the fittings because these M racks are like super known for just the rack just leaking, which sucks. And of course, what is it? The rack. But it's super, super minimal. So it's something that I'll take care of over winter. It'll be fine for this event. But yeah, this is the second rack that I'm already on. First one leaked really bad. And all the fittings are like literally prime. Nothing's even dirty. It's just right out of the rack. So it is what it is. I'm pretty sure we're all ready for drift day. I got to clean up some of my tools because some of these tools go in the trailer to go with us, but that's not really a big deal. I know I need to get race fuel. Definitely, I really, really like running race fuel just because it just decreases detonation, and anything like that can save your engine, even if it just happens once. So now let's go check out the tubing for the cage. So it's dark outside. I wanted to show you guys the material, but I mean, you guys have seen cage material, hopefully, maybe, who knows. But I got something else to show you. Then this is the new manifold for the KA. This is the old manifold. It's, I mean, visually it's changed. I'm gonna wrap all this though, just because of the heat problems on that side. But another change, the biggest change is, look at the distance between this right here and the angle, and then you look at this, more of a distance and a little bit more angle. That is gonna help our situation that we had where, basically to kind of give you an idea without having the engine in here, turbo was right here and the distributor was right here with the wires that went to the coil packs coming out of here. And it was like on the filter right out of the turbo, it was like hitting that and wasn't too exciting. So now the turbo will be able to come this way a little bit and angle that way a little bit. So it'll bring it closer to the brake booster and everything, but the downpipe isn't wrapped. I don't even know where the downpipe is. Yeah, right here, downpipe was never wrapped. So I'm gonna wrap the downpipe, get a turbo like shield boot for the exhaust side and wrap the manifold. So that should fix hopefully all of our issues there. And then, like I said, these came in today as well. These are the main studs for the KA and then some assembly lube and stuff. So that's that. One more thing to show you guys. So the merch is in. This is the sweatshirt. So there's the design, and I don't know if you can see it on the back. It's just the same thing but bigger. Yeah, I got a bunch of shirts, limited quantity sweatshirts, but I can take pre-orders on them and get them ordered. Yeah, everything's super nice. It's I like took basically what all the tilted shirts are, what Troy made, all the stuff that doesn't shrink, the dry blend stuff. It's soft, it's nice. Yeah, I really like it. The hoodie is this is like a thicker material. I want to get one that's more like a long sweatshirt too, just because of how tall I am. But for most people, it'll be pretty spot on. I mean, it's still good for me. So yeah, don't forget to hit up website, KoryTalaska.com. The link will be in the description. But yeah, I'm really hyped about it. I'm working on some sticker designs. I'm gonna get some stuff printed probably here the next couple weeks. So I'll throw those up. And yeah, so if you're gonna be at Drift Day 68 and you want something, let me know beforehand if possible so I can save you something, because I can't promise you that they'll be your size. So yeah, let me know. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. It always means a lot. I've seen there's a lot of notifications I've been getting of some people subscribing from different places other than around here in Wisconsin, so it's really cool to see. So keep it coming. See you guys later. Have a good day.